Okay, time to unbox the high pressure laminate router tabletop. Hey look, there's an easier way. There's a seam right here. Look at that. All right. We got our directions again. Look fairly simple. Table screws and washers. There's some screws here. A little bit dirty, not a big deal. All right. Install the leveling screws. Okay, first thing first is to install the leveling screws on here. Spin this around here. All right, so there's 8 screws to screw these in. So before I go all through the pain of putting these in, I want to see if the lift that goes in here is going to use these screws. If not, then I'm not going to put them in. So I'm going to pause here. Okay, I checked the router lift. This is the bottom of the table, top's underneath. And it didn't have any other configuration for these. So these are the screws for that. So what I'm doing here is, instead of boring you with screwing these long screws in, what I've done is put all the screws in. Oh, the last one. I'm using a screwdriver just because I'm afraid with the MDF, trying to use a drill on this would maybe not be the best thing. And my hands aren't what they used to be. But what I'm doing with this is I'm screwing it all the way down until the screw comes out the other side, going a little bit past the end, so that way it's actually screwing out the hole in case I need to level the lift. Okay, so that's come out about 3 threads on the other side, and then I'll back it up and make it level. So there we have it. We've got all the leveling screws in. Now, on this table there's another 12 holes around here which go into the stand. So the next step will be to figure out specifically where those go. Of course, help if I lock the table. Keep it from rolling around here. That should be good. So now it's just figuring out, aligning where those holes go. Ouch. And then not hitting your head on the table or miter saw. Alright, so the next step here is to put the 12 screws into the bottom on up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see here, I just made those flush for now with the table. So once the lift goes in, it needs to be level here. And then you have the mounting screws to hold the lift down. But to put the lift in, you got to attach the router and do all that. So before I play with that, I'm going to get the tabletop here screwed in. Got the Rockler symbol on the front. This is the front of the table. Holes for the fence. So we should be good. I'll check these screws and make sure they're screwed in as well. Okay, to screw the screws to mount the table to the legs, I actually flipped it upside down, aligned the holes, and used a drill very slowly to put those in. So it's attached now, it's all there. Next what I did was I put the lift, the router lift, in to balance and make sure it was nice and flat and level here. Then I will take this out and put the router in it, which would be the next part. But I got all the mounting screws and such up here. That one looks a little low, so I might adjust that one. Because I didn't want to have to mess with that once the heavy router went in. So I'm going to adjust that screw, and then I'm going to come back and install the fence.